We spend a lot of time talking about what we do, but how we do it is just as important, and that's the work that is owned by our foundation.
Well, if you look back over the last 30 years, we've done several things that no other community, no other metropolitan region's done.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that the first thing that was the greatest achievement was changing the way we looked at the world. Could we do something of that incredible proportion to build one of the largest airports in the world?
At the time, the skeptics were saying, oh, it's going to bankrupt the city.
That is now a $26 billion economic engine, and that's how we became now a member of the global community.
The distinctive way that SCFD is done nowhere else in the country.
They did it by, getting all the cultural institutions to share their mailing lists, their donors, and raise money together. It's hard to imagine that happening in another city.
We honor the arts as a community.
All 34 mayors supported Fast Tracks, which was a 0.4% sales tax increase, 122 miles of new track, the largest transit initiative in U.S. history, with everyone, Republicans and Democrats, working together.
This city has done extraordinary things, and that's why people are now coming here and asking the question, how did you do it?
So when we started to recognize that there's this way of doing business in Colorado, we started to ask sort of what are the values that guide us, that show up in our work, that have ensured the successes we've had. And we found 5 reoccurring themes, and those now are Colorado's civic DNA. We were all kind of the new kid here once, and so we're really good at embracing new people.
60% of us come from someplace else.
You'll be treated the same, no matter what walk of life you're coming from.
You anticipate unintended consequences much more successfully with people from diverse backgrounds.
Better policy, better ideas, with more people at the table to get it done.
We have developed an ability to work together across political boundaries.
In the business world, we're competitive with our peers, and at 5 o'clock, we could have dinner and try to figure out how do we move the community forward.
I think the best model we have of collaboration is our Metro Mayor's Caucus. I don't think there's any other region in the world where mayors work like that on behalf of their region.
We had a vision, and we aimed high. When I was first elected mayor in 1983, I said to the people of Denver, imagine a great city. We have new challenges today that we didn't have 30 or 40 years ago. It's going to take the same kind of shared vision and commitment and involvement by everybody here to solve these problems.
As we always say, when you're in rough water, everyone's got a paddle. If you don't have shared vision, nobody's going to paddle.
It doesn't make any difference who gets the credit. What matters is that when you sit back at the end of your life, you'll have that satisfaction in your heart. Then you are truly a member of the community and you will lead collaboratively.
When we look at an issue, we really look at it from all the different viewpoints. Everyone gets a buy-in, and everyone is responsible for, okay, if it works, we can all take credit for it collectively, and if it doesn't work as well as we thought it would, then we can all take credit for that too.
We have a responsibility to make this community better for the next generation.
We take personal responsibility for our actions and our choices. We take responsibility to take care of our environment.
That has been part of our DNA for a long, long time.
The thing I love about calling it Colorado Civic DNA is passed on generation to generation.
And I think it's important that the next generation of leaders is hearing about how we got where we are, how we got these successes, and maybe how we can do even better.
That new generation sees things differently than we do.
I think about the word collaboration. And collaboration means so much, and as a Colorado native, I feel that it's important. People are coming, that's a great thing, so we've got to figure out how to collaborate and work together.
The infrastructure challenges we will have as a growing state on our education system, on our transportation, on our housing.
Mobility and affordable housing are some of the most important areas where a shared vision is going to be important.
One of the attributes of Colorado's civic DNA is inclusivity. As we look at our economic future, we need to be not just inclusive and welcoming to come and have everybody meet us here, but to maybe reach out and meet them more of where they are.
We have this Colorado spirit. We pull up our bootstraps, let's help each other and let's get through this. And it's important that we continue with that spirit.
The advice I'd give to someone, don't wait.
Find a way to get involved. Find an issue that you're passionate about.
We have to continue talking about our successes, remind people that you don't get anywhere by each person living in their own little bubble.
This is our brand, who we are, and it's who we want to be. We are not perfect at any of these things. We can always improve, but we're committed to making that improvement and to living these values every day.
Every community has civic DNA. We have Colorado civic DNA. That's the difference.